You know what? These wireless microphones here work really good. I actually just did a test on them just here in the office. They sound really good. This is the Saramonic Blink500 microphone set. And they're wireless, right? So works really cool. I've been wanting to do some different types of videos. Mostly I'm usually shooting my videos here in my office, and but I want to start getting out, doing some different things. One thing I was going to definitely need was a wireless microphone set. So I was searching around, checking a lot of different things out, and it just hit me. I'm like, you know what? I already bought a set like 3 years ago that I never really use. I'm always buying gadgets and different things or whatever. Some things I use, some things I don't use, but sometimes they usually come in handy when I need them, which is what's going on right now. So I did another test because I couldn't quite remember what the quality of these particular microphones were, and they just fit like right on your collar or your jacket or your whatever. And they even come with lapel microphones where you can plug into them if you want to have the little lapel mic right there, and it transmits right to take the receiver here, and it's all, you know, they all connect. When you turn them on, it just automatically connects, right? You just slide it on, like I can slide it on this shoe here. So now the receiver is on my camera, and then I can take any of the transmitters, and you get two in this pack. I think it's about $199. I paid $199 for this. They've got other models that have the, you know, LED readouts on the front facing of the microphone. Of course, this model's about at least maybe 3 years old. I haven't done a test outdoors, even though I bought these several years ago, because these come in handy if you're going to be far away from your microphone on your camera. Like right now, I've got my microphone, my Rode mic, right above my camera here that you can't see, which is the one I'm shooting on, which is a Canon M50. But if I get further away from the microphone, the audio starts to change. So I wanted a particular microphone where I can be further away from the camera but still have crispy audio, and that's what the Saramonic microphones actually do. They give you crisp audio. There's the microphones, right? You can see the microphones right there at the top of the device, and of course you get two, and they actually transmit to the receiver, and then you just take there's a little cord that plugs in right here, and then you can plug that right into your camera. So that's how it receives it, goes right into your camera or you know, whatever type of device that you may be using. And they've got a lot of different ones, a lot of different types of models. It's not just this one. This is just one of the models. They've got some even more advanced stuff that I've seen that they didn't have when I first bought this set about 3 years ago. It's pretty cool. So what I'm going to do in this video, guys, we're going to go out and about, and we're going to test out the range, see how it sounds outside. I did an audio test, I think it was yesterday. It sounded really good. And but you know, we're going to test it out again, but we're going to do a test outside. So let's go. So why am I using this mic after having it for like 3 years? Well, mainly I just been mostly just making videos, mostly at home, mostly in my office, tutorial videos, training videos, a lot what I said earlier. The main thing is I want to get out. Not in every case where I'm going to need to be far away from the camera. It does give you a different dynamic. It's about 4:36 in the PM, so the sun is not down. It's getting ready to hit sunset here in about maybe a few hours, and so it's kind of bright, and it's like really shining on my face at the moment. But how does the audio sound from my tests before? Now I'm doing it in the car here, and what we're gonna do a few testing shots out here in some of the trails here. I'm here at a park here inside of Las Vegas, and so I'm gonna check it out. Okay, I'm out here testing this new mic. Well, it's kind of a brand new old mic, because again, I've had these for about 3 years, but I really haven't used them like I should have been using them. But most of my videos I've just been really mostly inside of my office or what have you. But I'm gonna be doing a lot more videos, and some of those videos I'm probably gonna be a little further from the camera. So the further you get from the camera, if all you have is just a mic that's on your camera, the audio is going to get a little airy or echoey, especially if you're in a room or even if you're outside. And you can see here, I'm actually using the Saramonic mic, but I've got a little dead cat or a windshield over because it's a little windy today. So to keep from having all the, you know, sounding over the microphone, and I think this is working pretty well. Hopefully it is. I just kind of rigged this up because I had a few laying around the house, so I just kind of attached it to the microphone itself. Here it is. Let me show you. We got people walking around here inside the park. I'm here in one of the parks here in Las Vegas. There's some other trails. I'm actually going to get out and I'm going to walk around back over this way and see how far I can actually take this in terms of how far I can go in terms of what the audio will sound like once I get further and further and further away from the mic. And that's a great thing, is that when you have these wireless mics, you don't have to be right close to the camera. You can be further away and get crisp audio. So I don't know how this sounds with the dead cat on it. I figured I'd just test it out here, and I got this set for like $199 like a few years ago. I think it's still the same price, a couple $100, and they got some other more advanced ones, some more up-to-date different ones. They even got some that actually plug up like your AirPods, that you put them in the little case and it charges it. Well, they got the same type of process on some of the newer models for this particular microphone or this particular brand, but I'll probably upgrade later. But right now, from some of my earlier tests, it sounds great. I'll just use this for now, and then whenever I'm ready to upgrade, I'll go ahead and upgrade. So let's go ahead and do another distance test to see how this sounds the further away I get from the camera. Okay, I kind of adjusted the volume here on the microphone. I don't know if it was popping. Seemed like a little loud on the last clip. But what I'm going to do, let's test and see how far the audio goes. According to the specs, it said like 50 meters, which is like 160 some odd feet. Let's just see how far it goes. And I know it's probably going to have to stay in direct line of sight of the receiver. That's on my camera. In the earlier video, there's 3 components. There's 2 transmitters. Here's one transmitter or microphone, which transmits the signal to the receiver, which goes right into your camera, right, or whatever recording device that you're using. So let's just see. So let's go further, and I don't know. This is probably about, maybe about 10 feet. I don't know. I guess we're maybe about 20 feet or so. Let me make sure I don't step into any dog poo. And it said it was about 164 feet. So that's probably close to it. So I actually went, I guess, about 100 feet or so, and I probably went maybe close to that 164 threshold, somewhere around there, maybe 150 feet, because I went a little further past that tree. And so it was probably close to about 100 feet. I don't think I would probably use it any further than that. I can't really think of any reason. Unless I was trying to, get some kind of wide angle shot or whatever, and I needed to be further away or whatever. But it looked like it came through. However, I did notice that once I turned my back and it lost the line of sight from the transmitter to the receiver, which is on my camera, it would go out. But as soon as I turned back and it connected right back again, just right instantaneously right there. So I guess that's food for thought. Definitely stay in the line of sight. But typically, if you're going to be recording anyway, you're going to be facing the camera anyway. So it's going to be very rare when you're going to be turning your back or whatever. I was just doing it because I didn't want to step into anything. I don't want to step into a surprise, if you know what I mean. I'm here at a park here. There's a lot of dogs walking around, but it seemed to work pretty well. Again, I'm still out here. I just kind of played it on my camera, the playback, and it sounded pretty clear. Once I get back home, I can be able to really hear the sound quality itself. But it did pick up past 50 feet for sure. I don't think I would probably need to use it any further than maybe 50 feet or whatever. Especially for some of the things I can think of that I might even need it. And again, I'm not using this for every video that I shoot. If I need to film something or shoot a scene or something, and I know I need to be away from the camera, because a lot of times when you're vlogging or whatever, you're like right next to, like what I'm doing right now, I'm like right next to the camera. Normally I just have my regular microphone at the top of the camera, or I can even use the the microphone that's embedded into the camera, because I'm right here, so it'll pick me up. But as soon as I start stepping away, it's going to start losing that quality audio. That's where a device like this will come in handy, is because now you can be further away, 5 feet, 10 feet, 20 feet, 50 feet, and still get quality audio in your video. And instead of having a long cord, way back in the day, I used to use these long lapel mics that had like a 50-foot cord or 25-foot cord or whatever. And I mean, it worked for the times. I mean, obviously technology advances, and now things are a lot more accessible, and things can be done easily because of Bluetooth and all that stuff. So it's really, really cool. But that's all I got for this video. I just wanted to kind of give a quick little test. When we get back to, when I get back to my home office, I'll test out the audio, and we can just kind of look at it from there. So, but I think I'm done here at the park for now. I don't think I need to get any more audio. There's a lot of wind happening. Hopefully this windshield is actually working pretty well. Even if I didn't have the windshield, it would still pick up the audio, but it also pick up all that, all that wind going across the microphone. So you definitely don't want that in your videos if you can help it. And usually a windshield or a dead cat, what a lot of people just call them, can really definitely help drown out a lot of that wind noise, and hopefully this is definitely doing the same thing. So with that said, guys, hey, let me go ahead and wrap this part of the video up, and I'll see you right back inside the office. Peace.